What's going down, everybody? It's that Fly Muchacho accomplice. And being in the radio biz, I meet a lot of very interesting and impactful people in the culture. And I get to have great conversations with them. And these are artists who you should even add to your playlist. This is Must See TV. I want to welcome y'all to Fly Muchacho Radio. Ooh, you know we jamming today. Yes, sir. After I was at the party, K104. You're home for DFW's hip-hop and R&B. I'm that Fly Muchacho accomplice. And you know me. Keep my eyes and ears to the streets. Who's got motion, who's making noise, and they come across my radar. Gotta bring them to the big station. Got a special guest with me today. Who's sitting with me?
This is Jay Bookout.
Jay Bookout. Hell of a name.
My name is James Hunter Bookout.
Oh, so it's just...
Yeah, my artist name is the first letter of James, which is my first name, and then Bookout, which is my last name. We've already established tonight I'm Dutch.
Yes, man, he was on the other platform, and we got to get to know Jay Bookout a little bit. And we're going to get to know him a little bit more because he has been doing his thing. I mean, just like we're going to debut, premiere it here live on the airwaves. You just signed a management deal with TexasBuzz.
Mm-hmm.
Like, for the people who don't know who you are and they're watching this, and they're like, man, I think I've seen him before. You're Jay Bookout. How would you describe the type of music you make?
I try to make music that has substance behind it, try to tell a story with it. And me and Cheddar, we've been doing a bunch of business together, just getting my music out there more and more and more. And the business has just been great. And we both saw the vision. We both believe in each other. So we figured, why not just do this together and attack this together and live with the outcome? So
yeah,
we got a lot of stuff in the works. A lot of new songs that I made that I got in the vault. Me and Foe got a couple songs we just dropped. But me and OC Chris got a video that we're about to drop. Sauce Baby. I got a lot of songs coming with a lot of people. All I've been doing when I'm not in the oil field is just making music and making content. Like, there's been some weeks I've shot 40 videos. Like, I'm just been working.
So, piggybacking off of what you brought up, being out in the oil fields, like, explain to the people, so your content, your videos, if you haven't seen one, he does the videos when he's at work and working out there in the oil field. What is it that you do? Like, what is that called that you do in the oil field?
So I'm actually a consultant in the oil field, and I've been in the oil field off and on for about 13 years. And I got this.
You're OG.
Yeah, I got straight out of high school. I went to the oil field pretty much, and got this promotion about 3 years ago, and I run the whole ops now for frack, drill outs, completion, pretty much everything.
Different kind of ops.
Yeah, until the well starts producing oil and gas, I pretty much come in, build out the location, pick the different companies that are going to do the job, and my bosses are the operating companies. I work through like an engineering firm now.
So do y'all listen to a lot of music out there? Are they hip to?
Yeah, it's going around pretty quick in the oil field.
That's dope.
That I rap, and I've had multiple people that are just driving trucks, delivering a load. They're like, "Bro, you Jay Bookout. Like, can I get a picture with you, bro?"
So where is this exactly? Like, when you say the
South
oil
Texas,
fields,
I'm in Carrizo Springs. So Carrizo Springs is like an hour away from Laredo. So South Texas.
Oh, you in the trenches?
Yeah, all my work is in South Texas and Carrizo. Like, I got 14 wells coming up in May. I'm going to be gone probably for like 5 months. But, I'm an independent contractor now. That was my last promotion in the oil field. So I pretty much make my own schedule. So if I got 80 days of work, I can work 80 straight days. I get a daily rate, flat rate every day now.
That's lit.
If I want to go off for 4 months, sometimes there's just no work, Whatever operating companies are tied to the firm that I'm with, I go where the firm tells me to go.
No, I feel you. So, and if cases going over anybody's head, this is lingo if you want to learn it. You know what I'm saying? Jay Bookout is just showing you that it's possible to work a full-time job and make time if you want to do music. When do you fit in the studio? Do you fit it out when you're out there, or when you're off, you just cram it in?
Out there I really got no time, man, working 15 hours a day. But when I'm home, when I go off for 3-4 months, I do nothing but just make music. That's all I do. I load up on content, I load up on music, and this year I wanted to do a little something different than I've been doing, and that's just be more consistent. I've been posting every single day in 2026.
Out of sight, out of mind. Stay in their face.
And I had to stop caring so much about what people think. That was a problem of mine, is just I'll put something out and I think, oh, this is going to be the one, and I would let that discouragement allow me not to post for 2 straight weeks or 3 straight weeks. But I just looked in the mirror this year and I was like, you know what? I believe in this. I'm posting every day. I'll live with the outcome. I'm going to shoot. I'm going to miss. I know I'm going to miss, but you know what? I'm going to keep shooting. And I think my consistency and, you know, just everything, how it's gone down this year, it's just like all the blessings are starting to come in, you know, the management deal with TexasBuzz, you know, the personal relationships I'm building with
that's
you,
big too.
with Cheddar, with Foe, with D Green, with Clef, with Chris Watt, just the names go on, the people that I need to know. So it's just a consistency. That's all that really changed. So what's the recipe
whenever you got time off of the job and you go? Do you like writing a bunch of songs and hitting the studio, or do you go and listen to beats and then pick? Like,
I find a reference. That's the first thing I do. I find a vibe that I like, a song that I like, and it's usually the ones that, you know, when you listen to a song, you just can't stop jamming it. Those are usually the ones that I use for my reference. And then, you know, me and Clef, we get in the studio and we make everything from scratch based off the beat reference that I chose.
Oh, that's dope.
So
that's dope.
Sometimes we'll write it in the studio. Sometimes I take it home and write it. It kind of all depends on the vibe, really.
Nah, I definitely rock with that. And right now, do you think, like, what was the feedback of the people, like the coworkers that you have? Like, are they all like, yeah, keep going, or are they kind of hating, like, bro, just leave it alone?
You know, obviously anything that you do is gonna come with haters, but you know, if you got haters, that means you're doing something right. You got motion, so I mean, I think at the end of the day, I think it's getting definitely the word in the oil field scenery for sure. Yeah. I'm getting more and more people come up to me when I'm on a location that know me, that want a picture and stuff like that, which is cool. But I mean, yeah, it's one day at a time mindset for me.
Bro, I definitely rock with that. So like whenever you first started taking music seriously, because you got to the oil field straight out of high school, how old were you when you did that?
So I would say 30. When I met Clef, really, about 3 years ago, I made that first song with Clef from scratch, and then that kind of just blew my mind and made me think in my mind, oh, this is possible.
Who's the first person to hear that song outside of who recorded it? Who would you show? You like, yo, I'm doing music now at 30. You know what I'm saying?
Who was the first person I showed that song to? I honestly want to probably say her.
Oh, your girl?
Yeah.
Okay, and what she was like, yeah, babe, do it. Or was it like...
Yeah, I mean, she's just, you know, she's been in my corner since day one. So, you know, like any relationship, you have your
well,
problems
you need people to push you towards your goal, not pull you from it.
And I think it's all about who you surround yourself with, you know, the energy you surround yourself with.
Facts.
At the end of the day, that's a big thing for me. I had to cut off a lot of people. You know, as you're growing, not everyone around you is going to be growing too.
Yeah.
And
you can't keep up. You got to leave them behind.
You are who you hang out with. And I will say that again. You are who you hang out with. And I've witnessed that from my personal self. So.
Nah, hey man, they come and go.
They do.
What I'm saying? But it can't stop nothing.
Nah, it
may
can't
slow
stop
some shit down, but it ain't gonna stop nothing.
As long as I believe
you even
it.
Name some big names. Like I heard you say relationship with Fo Mob and stuff. Who are some of the people that you've worked with that the audience may have heard before?
Me and Chris Waters got a whole album together. I think we've done like 17 songs together now.
Okay, that's lit.
Which is crazy to even say out loud. I got 3 with Fo Mob. I got 1 with OC Chris. I got 1 with Sauce Baby coming up. I got 1. I didn't even tell you this tonight at Street Heat. I got 1 with Get To It Cava. We're trying to get in the works.
Oh, that's lit.
Of course, you know, the 2 TexasBuzz artists need to, you know, collab on a song. And other than that, I've just been doing a lot of solo stuff too, building my solo brand. You know, that's why I've been doing a lot of the content that I've been doing.
Dream collab. And I feel I asked this question because we got to say it in the atmosphere. Like, who would be the like 2 names that you would love to just put on the album that's coming up? If money wasn't an issue, we could just get them in the studio. Who would you like to work with?
I would definitely say probably Chris Brown and
Breezy
and Drake.
Drizzy Drake.
It'd be like a tie between
top of the food chain.
It'd be like a tie between Drake and Lil Wayne. You know, I grew up on Wayne, the Carter 3 and all that stuff. So that's probably one of them for sure.
That's definitely the GOAT.
And I feel like, I don't know, in my mind, I feel like I am going to do a song with him. That's how crazy I believe in what I'm doing, to be honest with you. I feel like I'm going to be in the room with Drake if I keep just pushing myself and Cheddar keeps pushing me and we just keep moving like we're about to move. I mean, anything's possible.
Have you been in a room like that your music got to right now where you're just kind of like starstruck, like, yo, I can't believe that so-and-so? Have you been in one of the rooms yet?
Not really. I've been just so busy and staying out of the way. It's just been oil field and music and focusing on myself. I haven't really been, I don't really live the rapper scene, fam. I don't. You know, I'm
But that could be
music,
good for you
and it
because you're not
could.
tied into
And it is. It
the
could.
shenanigans.
You
that
know,
go
we're
down.
gonna start focusing on, doing some more shows and stuff. There's just different things that we can do, and I just feel like, rap is it's my passion. It's what I love to do. I
chase your
don't
dream,
need
brother.
to do music. I love to do music. So,
That's the best music.
But then again, I can't let go of the 13 years I put in to get to the point I am in the oil field. So it's kind of one of those things. I got to just keep balancing, learning how to balance the both of them. You know what I mean?
So whose idea was it for you to shoot in front of the big rigs and like the videos is crazy?
Honestly, it was my idea. Clef.
That was all you?
Well, I brought it up to Clef. I was like, bro, if I have access to these locations, because being the boss out there, one of the biggest perks is I'm in direct contact and I build relationships with the landowners that own 50,000 acres of land, 80,000 like lots of land. So it was my idea. I was like, if I have access to the land, let's shoot content out here. Like, let me tell my story through my videos of like what I do.
Yeah.
And Clef was like, that if you can, let's do it. So I just, I started doing the whole hard hat with the new fresh fit, and that's kind of what I'm gonna run with.
That was all your creative process. It wasn't like you sent this song to a videographer and he was like, "We need to do it
not
in
at
the oil
all.
fields." None of
Nah,
that.
I plugged two and two together. I was like, you know what? If I have access to this land, if I talk to the landowners and they cool with it, I mean,
But
let's
do
do
you
it.
think that's okay? So like right now, there's so many rappers, and TexasBuzz who's here can say, he can validate this.
Yeah.
There's so many rappers out there. You got to ask an artist like, what separates you from everybody else that's trying to make it? And I think the fact that you can say the oil fields is just one of them.
Mm-hmm.
That right there makes you in that, okay,
Different.
he's already in a different lane where he's not already like them because of this one, and who knows how many other traits.
People don't have
What's
access.
another trait you would say that makes you separate from all these other rappers?
My drive. I just don't stop. I refuse to quit, and the people that are in my circle, they know that about me. And I've been telling my friends that, I've known since middle school, I'm going to do with this music, and I'm not going to stop until I do. And I mean, that's just my mentality. I'm going to keep shooting, and I'm going to keep, learning along the way. It's a business, music is a business at the end of the day. So if you learn more and more about the business aspect of it, everything else is going to fall in the line.
But whenever you started taking music serious, do you think you went in the studio and you were like, yo, I think I could make a dope song this way. This is what the people want to hear. This will make, like, some people go in and try to make a radio song or did you go in there and try to make something that people wanted to hear, or are you just going in and telling your story?
Just tell my story. That's kind of how I've been throughout my whole process. I just want to be in my lane. I want to sound like Bookout. I'm not trying to sound like anyone, really, to be honest. I'm just trying to create my own sound, and I feel like I've done a good job over the last, since I met Clef 3 years ago. I think I've just slowly but surely have been locking in my sound. I feel like your sound is the most important thing. You can have the most dopest lyrics in the world, but if I can't deliver them how you can feel them or the audience can feel them, what do you really got?
Yeah. Would you say right now you're kind of at your peak, you're in your prime?
I think I'm in my prime. Obviously, there's always room to get better, so I'm always going to have that mindset. I can always learn. I can always, season my sound more and more, but I feel like I feel pretty good right now.
Ooh, I know everybody's like, yo, we need to hear the music. So we need to add it to the playlist. What song you bringing to the big station today we're going to play?
Man, we might as well play my most streamed song right now, Look Mama with me and Fo.
Ooh, okay, look, we heard it first. World premiere, debut, Fly Muchacho Radio, Bookout, R&B, Fo Mob. What's the name of it?
Look Mama.
Look Mama. Let's go. All right, you heard it first, man. World premiere, debut, Bookout, R&B, Fo Mob. Add to the playlist, Bookout. Ooh, look, Mama, I made it. Hey, you heard it first, too. Who make a beat like that?
Clef.
Banging.
Yeah, the beat came out crazy for sure.
Super crazy. Fo Mob did his thing. So working with someone like that, I've been fortunate enough to be in the studio and watch him work. Did you give him the idea and the theme, or you were just like, how did this go down?
That's crazy you asked that. So, when we were going to do the collab, he was just going to give me a verse. Well, we had already came up with the hook, me and Clef, at the crib. And I remember he showed up with a couple people, and we pressed play. He heard that chorus because we had already laid down the chorus. He was like, oh, man, I want to jump on that chorus. So he ended up, hopping on the chorus too. just same words. And yeah, bro, that song is just it's taking off like
To
crazy
me, that's the
right
best way to work too, the organic way. And like you said, that's your biggest numbers right now. It's gaining your notoriety, and now it feels like a right time. You know, like you said, you feel like you're in your prime, and this is a good time for y'all to add him to the playlist. And I told y'all, if Texas Buzz is doing his management, that means he sees potential. Just like when you hear the music right now, we hear the potential. And I think out here we need to support these artists that are doing their thing. You have a full-time job, and instead of just being with that, you were like, bro, I love making music. Why not put it out there? And that story's inspiring for people because they're like, yo, I want to hear. Because you ain't doing no gimmicks. You ain't doing no, you just doing you. You're telling your
Yeah.
story, maybe it can relate to other people.
Yeah.
And I think when a story's told that could help anybody, you got an obligation to tell it. But you being so creative with incorporating your work and your music and the lifestyle together, if they gave you a blank check, like unlimited to promote your album, a label, what's a creative way you would promote the project you got out or coming out?
I feel like with content, I feel like content and visuals and just, finding like, to me, when you're going to do an album, I would prefer doing singles because I feel like you can market the single better. You can do multiple different reels, see kind of.
But you wouldn't involve none of the cool old toys or nothing?
Yeah, no, for sure. all that equipment out there, you know what I mean? Whatever's out there, at least, I'm able to use in the videos. So that's what makes the land so special is all the rigs and, just all the different stuff that's going on out there. But as far as an album, you know what I mean? I feel like you would find the best song that you feel like you got in the chamber, promote that one, and then you can always throw your singles on the album. That's kind of what I'm doing right now. Like, when I drop an album, I'm probably going to put Look Mama on there. You know what I mean? That's my best stream song.
I just didn't know if you were going to do anything crazy like, yeah, bro, we dumping oil all over.
Nah, nothing like
Hills,
that. At the end of the day, I still got to be safe on, like, the things that I do out there because if not, OSHA will be knocking on my door.
Anything crazy ever, like a crazy experience that's happened while filming out? Is it dangerous out there? Is
it, man. It is dangerous. You just got a lot of like high pressure zones and high pressure. Everything we do, so that's what we're monitoring.
Like Beverly Hills, that
the
show, the Beverly Hillbillies, where they just shoot the ground and oil comes out, type shit.
I mean, I haven't personally been on location that happens, but there has been blowouts for sure.
Wow.
Over the years, that happens. It doesn't happen like quite often, but I mean, there's been rigs that have blown up. That pressure gets too high and it just. You know what I mean? It's a dangerous job. It's not for everyone. I'll just put it like that.
That's a fact.
You're away from home a lot. You don't really see people. You isolated out there, so you're in the middle of nowhere. But I like that. I thrive in that environment. I like, I don't mind being alone. So it works for me out there. I kind of just find my peace out there and get into a routine, man. Once you find that routine, you good.
Nah, I do feel that. And, the fact that your music, you're telling your story. Right now, when we were getting the song ready to play, I had heard, I guess, Cheddar and your wifey talking. And I was like, she was like, what would be a dope, one of your, because, you spit bars. What would be one of your favorite lines that you would tattoo on yourself? And when I heard it, I was like,
I just said out loud, it might have to be just Look Mama, I Made It because it resonates to me a lot. You know what I mean? Like, I feel like I'm in a position in life now, being in my mid-30s, where I've just learned and I've been through so many things, man, that, that resonates to me. Look, Mama, I made it. I feel like...
I was going to put, like, trapping or rapping. I got to make it happen.
But, nah, I feel like I'm in a good position right now. I just got to keep going. I got to keep
what's the... And, I asked this so we can put it in the atmosphere. We can say it out loud. What is a reachable goal that you can set for yourself this year that you've looked in the mirror and be like, this is what we doing? Is it to get a certain amount of views, certain amount of subscribers? Like, what's the goal for J Bookout this year?
I think by the end of this year, I want to be in position to where, obviously the labels are calling, trying to make a deal, but I'm in position that I've already been doing it so well independently that, it's kind of me calling my shots, when I get in these rooms because... Hey, I can fund myself. I'm doing this myself. Like, what are y'all going to bring to the table that I'm not already doing? So I feel like I want to put myself in the position by the end of this year where, I feel like something like that could happen where I could maybe go get a distribution deal or something like that and stay independent, you know, not be signed, but you know what I mean? Have a label push me a little bit. And, you know, I feel like at the rate that I'm going now, it's just a matter of time, you know. I just went
Yeah, and
viral a
even if
couple
it
days
don't
ago,
happen,
so, you know,
yeah, kind of
it's
like how you
already
didn't
gone.
push the Buzz relationship. You know how it's happening organically. To me, that's always best because it's like you don't really need it at the pace you're going, but if it comes, because there's a lot of successful independent artists, I think the more you involve people, the more they try to, just input their creativeness and what their ideas when. Your ideas were doing just fine without anyone else's input,
Yeah.
So I think that comes into play. But the route that you're going right now and teaming up with TexasBuzz, to me, that's and working out in the oil rigs and in the environments that you're in. Do you think that's what got you a big Latino fan base? Like even working with the Latinos, like the Sauce Babies and the Faux Mobs, because to me, I feel like you're in that Latino fan base type
Probably
of lane.
so. Probably just the constant posting with, one of the biggest blogs that focus on that, ethnicity. I think just me being consistent, I'm in their face every day. So, and, doing the songs with the artists that I've done songs with, I think it kind of I just meshed right in that whole group, so.
Because the people who do know you that I've, whenever they see us taking a picture and they're like, oh, that's Jay Bookout, he's dope. They're all Latino. And I'm like, you got a Latino fan base like that?
Yeah.
But to me, it's dope because I think you need that. You got to cross them.
You do.
Them boundaries or them lines or whatever, to get to them demographics to be heard by all.
Yeah, absolutely.
Especially your music.
Yeah, I agree.
Look, Mama, I made it. Is TikTok your favorite platform?
Honestly, TikTok I've just been most consistent on. I've been posting like three to five times a day for the past like 5 months, just every single day, just playing with, how long I want the videos to be, and I'm doing all that myself too. I'm chopping the videos, I'm editing the video, I'm putting lyrics behind the videos.
Is that by choice or just because you got to? Or
I
would
think
you
it's by
give
choice.
it to someone else?
I think it's by choice. And
so you like to be hands-on.
Instead of me paying for someone to do something, I kind of look at it like a learning experience. Like, hey, if I can learn how to do this well, then I just save myself money here, and I have the knowledge now. You know what I mean? So I think me just
That's the
learning.
paydays, the knowledge.
I think just me learning how to do all these multiple things I've been doing, like credit my relationship with TexasBuzz and Cheddar. That's me. That's my personal relationship. Me communicating with the blogs, that's me telling them this, sending them this. Like, it's a lot, when you're talking to 4 or 5 different blogs every single day
absolutely.
While running a $50 million operation. Like, you know what I mean? It gets to be to the point, though, where that's where my drive, I feel like, is just different. You make
it look easy. That's another thing, man.
It's just time. It's just time and just the day-to-day grind. Don't get me wrong. Some days I don't want to do it, but those are the days that I know are probably going to count the most, just like that video that just went viral. I wanted to give up the last 6 months with this music, to be real with you. I got, went through that discouragement phase and something just clicked in me, man, going into this new year. Like, I'm going all out. There ain't no other way let's go all out with it. If I don't make it, it's not going to be for me not going all out. Was kind of what my mindset switched to.
Yeah, because if you don't, then you have that regret. Like,
exactly.
Damn, I could have. And then, I don't know if you ever see that meme where that guy, he's like digging that hole and the gold's like right here and he walks away like right here. It's like, bro, little do you know. And
there's the next video. That's my mindset. That's been my mindset for the last several months, is just, it could be the next video. It could be the next song. All it takes is one. We know that. I mean, we've seen that.
And if you love doing it, like, is it kind of therapeutic? Like,
it is.
This a heart on
it's
the
very
sleeve
therapeutic.
Type of thing?
Absolutely. That's where the passion comes from, is just being in the studio, making something from scratch and seeing and hearing the way that it turns out, of course.
So when did Buzz come in the picture? When were y'all like, yo, we gonna ink this and we gonna make it happen? Was it
about a week and a half ago? I was on a walk and
so it was Look Mama.
No, I wasn't even Look Mama. I was just, me and Cheddar, we call each other, talk about what I could do different maybe on like, hey, let's do this post. We communicate every day, like I just said. Every single day I'm talking to Cheddar like, hey, post this today. Do this today. And okay, I got you. And the business has just always been A1. So as a businessman, I was just like, it made me want to, mess with TexasBuzz more and more and more, because it was always quick responses. Communication was good. Just everything was good. And I was on a walk like, a week and a half ago. And we just started talking to each other, and I was like, bro, we just had the same vision, I guess. It was weird. We both were
that's
just
what
like,
makes
bro,
a team. You share a
let's
common
do
goal.
this.
Yeah.
We both were just on the phone in that moment and like, bro, let's just team up and do this together. And we both just have that same vision right now, and we're both hungry. You know what I mean? And we both just have that drive. We have that dog in you. You can't replicate having that I'm not going to give up inside of you, and I'm going to do this, and there's no other way that it's going to happen. It's going to happen. You know what I mean? Like, there's no other way in my crazy delusional mind. I know this music is going to happen. I know I'm going to be able to take care of my loved ones. And I don't even do it for the money. I don't do it for the fame. I don't care about any of that. If I wanted to do it for the money, trust me, I wouldn't even be in there. I got plenty from the oil field. I do it because I want to put my loved ones in a better position to succeed. And my ultimate dream is to fund my own well. You know what I mean? Fund my own well and then consult my own well. That's pretty much my dream. And then, give pieces of that well to families and stuff who are in need. It's kind of like, that's my main goal.
Hey, we got to say it out loud, because I think without a plan, you're planning to fail. We got to believe it so we can achieve it. Start doing pasture rhymes over here, K-Pack. Nah, but, just to keep it a buck, I think whenever you say you're sharing the same goal, that's what makes a team. And, you're striving to win. And it's good to hear, and I think anybody that's watching this interview, it should be inspiration for you that no matter from the outside looking in, what to some people look as a success, to other people are like, I ain't there yet. Even though you made it real far to a plateau where it's got a beautiful view, you can still get higher. Why just get comfortable and settle whenever in your heart you're like, man, I can keep going. So to everybody out there, man, chase your dream, put your money where your mouth is, and remember, if you make a motion, you're going to come across the Fly Muchachos radar, and you'll be at the big station, man. So what project? You got a project dropping this year?
I'm working on one right now.
Singles?
I probably got about 70% of it done. So
what's next? Any big features to come? You said the one with Sauce about to drop?
Yeah, we got Sauce. We still gotta make the song and stuff, figure out if he wants to jump on one of mine. Songs I already got recorded, or if we're gonna do some from scratch. I'm thinking just scratch, you know what I mean? Those are the best songs.
Scratch it.
But yeah, I got that coming up, and then I gotta get with Get to Kava. Get to it Kava, and then what else, man? Me and Fo we had some conversations about doing another one together. So
what's like the dream stage to perform on? You got like a dream, because since we're saying stuff out loud or dream collabs and goals, is there a dream stage you would like to touch?
Probably just sell out a stadium, any stadium. I feel like that's when I would be able to that's when I would be able to look out there and be like, you know what, I really did do this, and I truly do believe I'm gonna sell out a stadium one day. I just got to keep going, that's my mindset.
We don't need Rolling Loud. I'm doing Cowboy Stadium.
Like that's the goal for me. That would be the plateau for me, to be able to sell out a stadium as an independent artist. Kind of like a Russ, like he's very inspirational for me to be able to do all the things he's done and do it independently.
And the route he took, I think a lot of people sleep on. He was just consistent.
His consistency won until that one song.
Good music.
Losing Control. It went viral, and then that's what I feel like, my catalog, and to me, is great.
That's a great recipe. If you follow that recipe,
if you keep staying consistent and you do get that one that really, really goes up, everything else is going to follow suit. So I know that. I've seen it.
I agree 1,000%, man. And I know, in this day and age, everybody looks for the shortcut. Everybody tries to go viral, that whole nine. But I think whenever you just tell your story, be yourself, you draw the attention of the people who use your music. When people be like, yeah, I like his stuff. It's different when someone says, yeah, man, I felt that. It's a different compliment.
It is.
And I think that those compliments are more rewarding in the end. Just like, look, mama, I made it. Add it to your playlist. Remember where you heard it first. You got any last minute shout outs?
Nah. I think that's good.
You want to shout nobody out?
I would say shout out to you, Accomplice, for just allowing me to be in the building. Just shout out to Cheddar once again, man. Thank you for just believing in the same vision and the same goals. And shout out to Smooth. I think I met you through Smooth Vega, right? So shout out to Smooth. Just shout out to really everyone who's involved. Shout out to her for, being by my side and sticking with me through thick and thin in the tough times, and my family. And other than that, man, I know what's about to happen. I do.
You come from a big family? A lot of siblings?
Not really too big. I got a brother and a sister. I'm the middle child, but not too big of a family,
Oh,
really.
middle child. My wife's
Yeah,
a
I'm the middle child.
That was crazy. Nah. Middle childs are different, though. They're a different breed out there. That's even J. Cole made a song about it. Y'all know what's up. Fly Muchacho Radio, man. Jay Bookout. Where can they follow you at?
Jay Bookout Music.
Jay Bookout Music. Look, mama, add it to the playlist. We made it.